How are you today? Today, let's talk about Shin Yakuza or Yakuza 7, whichever you prefer to call it. So this game is set in 2018, and every Yakuza game ever always releases in the year it's set in, except for Yakuza 0 obviously. So this could be no different, but it's already August. We're halfway through August to be exact, and we've gotten no updates on the new main series Yakuza or the Yakuza game that's exclusive to Microsoft and mobile platforms. Gamescom is just around the corner, so what do we need Sega to tell us about this game if they bring it to Gamescom? We need to see gameplay, plain and simple. I mean, Yakuza Kiwami 2 came out last year, and they seem to have a chokehold on how to work the new engine now, so Shin Yakuza, they should be able to deliver a masterpiece for the final multi-platform Yakuza game of this generation, although it'll probably be a timed exclusive on PlayStation 4, similar to how Yakuza 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, and 6 are, and 3, 4, 5 Remastered is assumed to be. Let's look back at last gen and how they ended it with a bang with Yakuza Kiwami, and it blew everyone away. So Shin Yakuza should be the same, especially since it's the first game without Kiryu as the star. Although I'm sure him and Haruka will make an appearance, but I don't know how or when they will, so we need them to tell us a little bit more about the gameplay and how Ichiban's gonna come into effect for this game. The story, yes, we know the basics of the story, but we need more. I need to know if Haruka and Kiryu will appear, or if I should just give up hope. And we need to know if we'll travel across Japan or if we stay in Kamurocho. From what we know about the story, it's about rebuilding the Tojo clan in Kamurocho, so it kind of seems like we're just going to be in Kamurocho. I would very much like to go to other parts again because they seem to do a pretty good job representing Japan in this game, so it'd be nice to see a little bit more and a little bit different areas than what we're used to. It's not hard to give us some info, Sega. Stop being silly, pretty please. This could probably go in with the gameplay as well, but I want to see the new arcade games and the new karaoke songs that will be in the game, and if the hostess will be a vital part. And since the story is structured around rebuilding the Tojo, then I think the Tycoon segments of Yakuza 0 should make a return, and I would like them to be approved upon and expanded. But we need Sega to say something. There's so many other ways that they could do this. You know, there of course could be the real estate stuff like we did with Kiryu, and there could be the hostess stuff like we did with Majima. But you know what would be cooler to add in for those segments? If they had like an arcade tycoon in it, if they had an idol tycoon in it. Like, you know, one of the best parts of Yakuza 5 was playing as Haruka as an idol. So what if you could open your own idol studio to help try to rebuild the Tojo clan, since as we know in Yakuza 5, the Yakuza run the idol competitions. So I think it would be pretty cool to have a brand new girl coming up to be the idol, and maybe have her usher in as, you know, Ichiban's little, I guess you could say, side character to give him more character depth and more definition, similar to how Haruka did with Kiryu. That's just an idea. I know a lot of people aren't hot on the Haruka Kiryu thing, but you know, I think it would be a pretty good inclusion into this game to get everybody on board with Ichiban right from the start. I'd also like to know the pre-order bonus of the game. Like, it's kind of silly, but I love the pre-orders that Yakuza comes with. The art book was awesome, the soundtrack was amazing, the special edition PS4 was out of this world, and so much more. It was all so cool, and I'd like to know what we'll be getting this time around. Like, since the story is centered around Ichiban and rebuilding the Tojo clan, I think it would be cool to include a pin of the Tojo, and you know, a business card of the Tojo, and maybe even a statue. Statues are becoming really popular pre-orders today, so it'd be really cool if that got a statue with it. I also want to know the releases for the Western remasters of 3, 4, and 5. This is kind of off topic, but if it's gonna be at Gamescom, we need to know. I've been playing 3 recently, and it just came out last week, and I'm enjoying it a ton, but I know not everyone can understand Japanese good enough to play the game, and that shows because week 1 only sold 26,000 copies in Japan. Actually, worldwide it only sold 26,000, because you could only buy it from Japan, so they include import numbers in there as well. So if they don't want to lose money, then they need to release it in the West, where Yakuza is popular. I don't know why they even try in Japan. I mean, the PS4, it's not popular over there. Everyone plays on the Nintendo 3DS or the Nintendo Switch over there. The PS4 is practically dead in Japan. So why they released their version first is confusing. Although it's their homeland, so of course it releases first, but that doesn't mean financially that that's a good idea, because you know, over here in the West, the PlayStation 4 is doing fine. Over in Japan, the PlayStation 4 died in 2013. And lastly, the release date. I want to know it, and so do you, but they've been quiet on it. And I mean, I know Sonic is their focus this holiday season alongside Persona Dancing and Persona Q, but it wouldn't hurt to get a target release date. I mean, Yakuza Remastered, they told us fall 2018 and spring 2019 for all 3 of those games. So why can't they give us a general time for Shin Yakuza? It's kinda annoying. but there's only so much we can do and ask at the end of the day, so it's up to Sega. I would honestly at this point not be surprised if Shin Yakuza doesn't release until next year. You know, next year equals 3 years since the last main series Yakuza game, so it's been a while since we've had the last main series. We said, you know, our goodbyes to Kiryu 3 years ago almost. So it's kind of time for them to start, you know, hyping this up, because Yakuza 6, when it was getting its Western localization, they hyped it for like a year and a half. When it was coming out in Japan, they hyped it for like 2 years. So they need to start hyping this game, because there is no way that they're going to have a game launch on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox whatever in 2020 and have it set in 2018. That just wouldn't make sense. They would have to do a lot of story changing, so I'm hoping they get this game out as soon as possible. We'll just have to wait and find out. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Yakuza stuff from me. And with that being said, my name's Cruzando, trying not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.